Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Grand Tactician, the Civil War, a Let's Play series we've been playing as the Confederacy in this strategy and tactical war game developed by Oliver Keppelmuller and available on Steam. We are in the midst, or we left off last time in the midst of a major battle involving more than 75,000 total soldiers, about 50,000 of them Union and 25,000 or so of them Confederate on our side, actually close to 80,000 men, and we're picking up right there. We fought one day of the battle so far. It has mostly just been a cavalry skirmish. We had a brigade of cavalry get absolutely demolished, but their sacrifice saved enough time for us to get our troops deployed and also hopefully to start to bring up the Second Corps of the Army in from the southeast under PGT Beauregard. Joseph E. Johnson's corps is defending. They're outnumbered against the enemy force, outnumbered almost 3 or 4 to 1. But with the additional reserve corps marching up, we may get close to 2 to 1 against us. We'll see if we can hold out against the Union. We're on the defensive. We're fighting on the Bull Run map. And the Yankees are about to attack Henry Hill in the south and across Stonebridge in the north. I think it's Stonebridge. One of the fords or Stonebridge or whatever. With that being said, we're going to jump back into this. This was taken from a live stream from my Twitch channel, and let's pick up where we left off. Mitchell's coming in now. My artillery going to start shooting at him? There we go. All right, John Bell Hood, you've commanded cavalry your entire time in this game so far, so maybe you can do some good. Also, why are you not firing? It says status firing, but I don't see guns firing. I ordered guns firing, but there are no guns firing. I ordered guns firing, but I hear no cannon. Kindly send over and find out why. I don't remember the exact quote, but they really like to lump infantry and cavalry together. All right, Longstreet and Cooper are marching up these roads to the rear of the enemy. I still don't know why the AI doesn't push forward. You're like, yes, I'm behind earthworks. You outnumber me 2 to 1 in this battle. Well, they're coming across. The artillery is firing at them. And they're about to enter John Bell Hood's range. There he goes. Volley fire against the enemy cavalry. This is the cavalry I think we engaged the other day and inflicted about 150 casualties on them. They could push forward and get in range of our artillery so that they could start shooting at them. Doesn't look like anybody's going to cross this ford, so perhaps... They're charging my guns? Fuckers. Bastards. Those guns are not going to be in good shape. We're probably going to lose them. Oh, maybe not. The first artillery batteries took heavy casualties, firing into their rear as they leave. Nice, boys. Mala, thanks for the bits. Appreciate the support. Canister fire into them as they leave. All right, we're going to bring this brigade up so it can support from the flank. It doesn't look like at the moment there's a risk of the enemy crossing at that farm. Oh, Ord is moving his division forward to attack. Longstreet and Cooper are coming up on their roads, but they're still a ways away. So we are engaging the enemy in the south as well from behind our breastworks. The enemy also does have some cover. Fucking Stewart's gone. All right, the Indiana Brigade has come forward and is engaging the 1st Mississippi. The 1st Alabama's in the woods, firing into their flank as well. Did I notice their cavalry retreated? I did. All right, so maybe we can hold out against these guys. I don't know. Are these guys firing? They're idle. You can't shoot at anybody? What about these guns? They are firing. I guess they can't really see anyone from up there. Why don't you get on top of this hill? Robert E. Lee is riding to the side of the guns. All right, the Indiana Brigade's losing pretty heavy casualties. Jones and Wilcox, less so. 2nd South Carolina is dueling the 2nd Brigade a little bit more evenly. Although it looks like we did push back the Indiana Brigade here. They are retreating. So those earthworks are doing their job. Meanwhile, on the northern edge of the line, multiple enemy brigades are across point-blank range firing Hood's troops against the 2nd Indiana, or 2nd Brigade. And then we've got Jackson's brigade firing into the enemy flank. Hey, Beauregard, why don't you go inspire your men or something? This is going to be a defeat in detail. All right, why don't you guys just fucking A, go on the double quick. You're going to arrive exhausted and probably not be super effective, but I need your troops up there. All right, so Ord's Abercrombie's brigade is broken. 450 casualties. They're flanking me with their 2nd and 1st brigades over here. So we're going to want to shift our fire. We'll at least have the woods to cover us. 2nd South Carolina's holding out against their 2nd Brigade. Where are these guys retreating to? They're going to retreat through my lines? What kind of nonsense is that? All right. What about this brigade? Bryan's brigade, get up here and support. My artillery's been driven off. Those boys are holding in there for now. Jackson's brigade is doing well, firing into the flank here. 1st Brigade lost heavily and withdrew. There's 2 brigades here pushing against Hood. All right, Beauregard, get your ass over here. We're going to bring Bryan up. Like, why are they retreating through my lines? I mean, they're broken, so they're probably not going to rally, so I don't care as much. But meanwhile, 1st Alabama down here in the woods, firing against the 2nd Brigade in the open. 2nd South Carolina under Hampton's hanging on against this brigade, whatever it is. All right, so they're going to push them back. How's the rest of well, Cooper's division, I guess, is almost in position. Abercrombie's going to retreat through my goddamn lines. Hamilton's coming forward on Wilcox's flank. Cooper, get up there. God, these troops are moving so fucking slow. Agonizingly slow. All right, 2 brigades coming at Wilcox's flank. Wilcox's troops have 2 stars of experience. Hooker's got to be about broken. He is. How's Hood doing? Starting to break. He's nervous. Let's advance Jackson's boys to get that support bonus. Fire closer into the enemy flank. 700 casualties for this 2nd Federal Brigade. They are part of the Northeastern Army of Virginia, so they have fought in multiple engagements. Hood's boys are nervous. Another Federal Brigade coming forward here. We are driving some of them back. They are withdrawing as Jackson closes on their flank. Hood's boys have lost almost 400 men. Unstable. We get that extra star, though. We get the support star now that Jackson's closed in. Second Brigade withdrawing with 900 casualties. Other Second Brigade has 500 troops or losses, and they're pulling back. My reserve hasn't moved east yet? No, Brian's moving, just slowly. It says he's in melee, but I think he engaged. I think he got attacked by Abercrombie's Broken Brigade. The Indiana boys charged headlong into him. All right, let's pause here for a second. It's 8 in the morning. Hooker's now routed too, so that's good. Let's bring the first Mississippi up to support Wilcox's flank, because he is flanked. Okay. All right, let's bring this artillery up here to support. I'm not sure where the best spot is for him. Maybe back here. That's a hill, right? They should be able to fire over the top of our boys. Hood is not doing great, but it's also his first battle. Then again, it's Jackson's boys' first battle too. We've got Brian's boys coming up. They're rested. Hopefully they can get into those earthworks here once the Federals' 2 lead brigades are falling back here. Oh, fuck. I tried to issue an order to them to straighten their line, and Hood broke. Double time. Well, Jackson's still holding them in position there for the moment. I think that's our first brigade that's broken. Nice. So the second brigade's getting pushed back by the first Bama. And then the first Mississippi are supposed to come up here. Come fucking help. Move it to double. Also, I think we broke their southern advance, at least for the time being. So let's bring Wade Hampton's boys up. They took pretty heavy casualties, but they're experienced, so. It says Hampton's in contact with who? With the 2nd Brigade that's already routed and lost better than a quarter of its forces? All right, Cooper's boys are coming up. I'm going to take the double time off. I don't want you to arrive too tired. Beauregard, go get behind Jackson. They're going to get behind these fucking earthworks that I made, or these breastworks that I made. We're firing into the flank of the 1st Brigade, which is coming up now. So Jackson's boys are going to fight an open field against partially entrenched 2nd Brigade here that's lost over 500 men. Brian's brigade is engaging. Close the range. I know you're tired, but I want you to be in closer than that. All right, Cooper's brigade's coming up. Longstreet is coming up as well. KIA. Wilcox has fallen. He's the commander for the Southern Brigade. That's our first KIA commander, by the way. All right, Longstreet, you're going to aid in the south. Cooper, get your boys north to help near Henry Hill. Maybe form a reserve line back here. I'm not sure. Jackson's taking a lot of casualties. He's dealing out punishment, but he's also taken quite a bit. 1st Brigade's routing, thanks to Brian coming up. Or at least being driven back, if not routing. That artillery couldn't fire toward the hill. That's why I moved them. Jackson's boys are losing so many. They're fighting so well in their first battle. There stands Jackson like a stone wall. Let us be determined to die here. Wilcox is dead. Can we just replace him? Like, get this other brigade up here. It just feels like such a fucking waste. Hampton, get up there. Like, you guys, get in front of the enemy fire. Wilcox's brigade has fought well, and they could fight well again if we get the casualties they're taking under control, or at least like give them a breather. It seems like once a brigade commits to fighting, like they're kind of stuck, which I guess makes sense. All right, shift your front. The enemy over here is not engaging. They're withdrawing. Jones, you move forward. Maybe even charge these guys. No, they're actually not all that hurt. All right, Wilcox's brigade's going to rout. I don't know how much longer Jackson's boys can hold. Brian, can you just get the fuck up there? All right, 1st Brigade suffered 300 casualties and is withdrawing. Any chance Jackson will hold out longer than this 2nd Brigade, which is partially dug in? Cooper's brigade's coming up. Wilcox still hanging in there for the moment, but they're about to break. It says their morale is stable, but their loss resilience is evaporating. Move the fuck forward. Also, engage at longer range, Jones. You are really frustrating me. All right, so Hooker, it says his troops are routed, but they might, well, maybe they're routed. I can't tell. Wilcox is losing men. Yep, I'm aware of that. Frag Czar, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You're not another Czar who I know, are you? A Czar who I worked with? All right, Jackson's boys drove the fucking 2nd Brigade back with better than 50% casualties. Good God. Good job, Jackson. Okay. Brian's troops have barely lost anything. They're also kind of sitting back. Now, I don't know how much longer Jackson can survive. There are enemy guns in these woods, or those are detachments, not guns. Some of them are guns. There's at least one federal brigade. The second, how many 2nd brigades do they have? And a militia brigade on the other side of the creek if they cross over. Also, this other 2nd brigade looks like it might have rallied somewhat, but I think they're out of range of Jackson. Jackson's boys need a fucking breather. All right, the guns we moved to this hill, at least one battery's in action. They're both in action. Good, good. Low on ammo? That doesn't look low on ammo. All right, Wilcox brigade finally broke because Jones wouldn't advance to relieve them, despite the orders to do so. We are overkilling it in the south here, Longstreet's division. It's just so hard to get troops to where you want them in this. Blanchard, bring your artillery up to this hill to support. Cooper, get your division forward, I guess, now. It looks like we've got a chance to get you into position to relieve Ewell's division. And Brian, you're not engaged with anyone anymore. It says you are, but I don't see anyone you're engaged with. So move your damn troops forward. I really don't want Jackson to have to fight off another enemy brigade, and it looks like another one's coming. Oh my God. I guess I could move Ewell closer to him so that maybe he can issue commands. They're under artillery fire now, too. That's great. All right. Bryan is advancing. Get to the damn earthworks and hit the enemy in the flank. Jackson needs a breather. No, don't engage. Actually, what we could do, short range. Move to the damn trenches. Then we'll extend your range. All right, 2nd Brigade is withdrawing again. They've lost a shit ton of men. What's this battle look like in terms of casualties so far? 6,000 enemy, 3,000 of our own. Neagley's brigade hasn't engaged yet. I think they're moving to the ford to the south. There's still considerable enemy forces down here that have not fought. These troops are fighting in the south. This is such a weird battle. All right, Lee, get north. The threat is not in the south anymore. Cooper's division's coming up, by the way. Where's Johnson? Get your ass up here, too. Kimball's division or brigade's coming up also? Not what I need. So I would like Jackson to be able to withdraw, get a little bit of a breather, but I'm worried if I move him, he will break. Is there an iron discipline? We'll give him an iron discipline. That'll make him less likely to rout for the moment. He's burned through over 40 rounds of ammo, though. Meanwhile, Bryan is behind the earthworks now. 2nd Brigade's being driven back. Another brigade's crossing. Neagley's brigade, 2,000 men, and another 1,300 in the 2nd Brigade still hanging around. Looks like they're going to charge me. But Cooper's coming up. So we'll move them behind the objective. So if we are driven back from those fords, we'll have a second line to pull back to. We need to frickin' rout Ord and Scampton's brigades down here, so we can bring Longstreet up. Wilcox probably routing from the battle. There's no commander to rally the troops. Hood, I hope, is rallying. Johnson's moving. Cooper's boys are they still moving at the double? They're going to be exhausted, aren't they? Jackson's low on ammo. Federal cavalry's coming at me again. 1st Cavalry, they've already lost over 400 men. They're going to just like charge at me. And I'm pretty sure they're going to charge forward, dismount, and then they're going to get hit right in the flank. It says they're in cover, but looks like they're in the open, at least the dismounted men. So I don't know how long Bryan's going to hold out here. He's tired. He's not an experienced unit, and he's up against greatly superior manpower. Having Jackson firing into the flank is useful. The cover's dead comrades. Fair enough. It doesn't really seem like the losses get super evenly distributed. Like, it's hard to tell who's really taking the bulk of these 1,800 muskets. 1st Cavalry is going to break. It still claims they're at a minor victory, but if we lose more men, or if more men rout, Federals have almost lost 20%. Well, they're up to 12%. We've lost a larger percentage of our force so far, but about half as many men. Neuhauser, your brigade is coming forward, perhaps to save the day. Put you in reserve over here. We've got Cooper's division coming up as quick as we can bring him. It looks like the 1st Brigade here was routed from the field. Longstreet's division's taking its fucking sweet time. So the 2nd Enemy Division down here and the 1st Division. So they've got 2 divisions south of the line. We'll bring Colcat up north as well. But yeah, we've got Cooper's division, which is almost in position here, about 6,500 reinforcements. How's Jackson still confident is your question? Kill them all. He's just, you know, he's in his element, killing Yankees. All right, 1st Cavalry is evaporating under fire. Another 1st Cavalry. Every goddamn unit's the 1st. Militia brigades coming across. Jackson will not hold out long. But the dude's a fucking hero for what he's done. Neuhauser's the 1st Brigade coming up from Cooper's division. All right. They are really trying to overwhelm Brian's flank. The irony is that McCullough's brigade here is the actual Stonewall brigade. Jackson lost it because he was too badly wounded early in the war. All right, let's bring Walton's division up. What's left of it? I think there's 2 brigades. Bushrod, can you... All right, you are engaging Sedgwick's brigade here. But Longstreet's troops are just staying way too far out of the battle for too long. Where is Longstreet, damn it? All right, Brian, I'm not going to try withdrawing you because based on my experience with the other fight there, you're just going to break if I try and move you, so I'll just leave you in place. Do as much damage as you can before you break. Same for you, Jackson. Wreck that militia brigade before they get up. They're really pushing in. They're using their numbers now. You still got 10 more volleys. You can probably break this brigade in that time. If they're really militia. Oh, God, they've got twice your numbers. Jackson's losing men. He's a veteran officer. Well, you say you couldn't play it effectively, but who's to say I'm playing effectively? I'm waiting to see this minor victory thing turn the other direction. Over 8,000 casualties on the enemy's end. They're really using their numbers now. Jackson's boys got to break soon. Their lost resilience is gone. Their ammunition is low. There they go. All right. Instead of that, well, I don't know where the best spot is to form up for Smith's brigade. McCullough's brigade's coming up. Ripley's also. How are the troops in the south doing? Did they rout Sedgwick yet? I think maybe. All right, Longstreet. Bring the rest of your division north. Technically, he's not routed yet, but he's lost almost 50% of his men. Lee's corps getting shredded. Bryan's losing men. Bryan's routed. Oh, that's Jackson's brigade, actually. Can you rally your boys? I mean, you are a veteran commander. Ewell routed and Ewell demoralized. I think that's Ewell's whole division. All right, PGT, get back behind your frickin' lines. Ewell, try to rally your boys as best you can. Newhauser, your boys are it. You're on the line. You and Smith. It'd be nice to, like, get your boys in slightly better position before they get fully engaged. But I don't think they're going to. They're winded and they're high fatigue. I can't really form up these guys once they're in contact. Why are these men not moving? They're just sitting there. I guess they're exhausted. They've all been like double quicking all day. It's only 10 o'clock, which isn't great. Just to try and get into position. Hauser's boys aren't actually that tired yet. Why are you turning? You're going to give your flank up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, try to rout the Federal cavalry quickly. God damn it, you're going to get shredded by turning your flank like that. Yeah, of course he's losing men, because he turned his flank to expose it to 2,000 Federal muskets. McCullough's exhausted and disrupted. Let's do this. Let's have Cooper's division form up in these woods. I don't know if Newhauser's boys can get out of there and form up on McHenry Hill. We do have artillery firing at the enemy over there too. French whipped. God, French, you suck. You're not running low on men. You've lost 98 men. 98 fucking men. Toughen up, you bastard, unless you're just talking about your goddamn detachment of 40 skirmishers, whatever. Yeah, I don't know why we're wasting all of our firepower on this one enemy cavalry unit. Because they're the closest to us, I guess. Jackson wasn't even whipped. Where is Jackson anyway? Are they still running? I don't even know where Jackson is. I mean, if we get to another day, maybe Jackson will fight again. They're very tired and broken. All right, we've got Longstreet's division. Everybody's coming on the frickin' line in a very disorganized manner. McCullough's boys are firing into the flank of Nagley's troops. That's good. Newhauser, you're flanked. Claims your troops are confident. I don't believe that. Can you just rout the first cav? The enemy lost resistance is frickin' amazing. The fact that they're holding on. Just halt. Like, some of these guys just need a minute to breathe. Hampton. No, I don't want you there. I want you. Can Can you stay in those woods? That's where I want you. The artillery's, I mean, they're doing their damn job. All right, now, French, we can say you're losing men. All right, so the enemy was driven back. The enemy cavalry was driven back. So you are no longer being flanked, French, or Neuhauser's brigade. Good job. Second brigade's going to charge for... Like, I'm impressed that some of these Northeastern Virginia army units have lost 50% casualties and are still fighting. Still claims we have a minor victory here. We're going to lose better than 20% of our force, so we will not be able to win a major victory, although the enemy might also. This is crazy. Let's move McCullough forward slightly. They are exhausted, but if we can get a little bit closer, I think we can do more damage firing into the enemy flank. Ripley, your boys are exhausted, so I'm just going to let you sit. And then Jones, you're going to come up. Hampton as well to form a reserve of that next line of troops. All right, Walton's division's coming up. So is Longstreet. Did we drive? So it does look like Hampton may have rallied and Sedgwick too. So Johnson, just keep pushing them. Well, yeah, both these brigades have engaged and lost pretty heavily. I just can't believe the enemy's lost the casualties they have and is still holding the line. Federals are trying to extend their line. Ooh, wow, this first brigade's really closed. It's closed the position in with Neuhauser. Your brigade's about to rout. McCullough's firing into the flank. Yeah. All right. These guys are routing. French's brigade is routing. It still claims we're fighting a major victory, but I can't imagine we'll see that last for very long, or a minor victory. Casualties are evening out a little bit. Before it was 2-1. Now it's not. Still absurdly high losses. If I could pull the Virginia brigade back without disaster, I would right now. You guys rest. Beauregard pull back. Virginia brigade's going to rout for sure. This artillery still firing, or are they idle because they can't shoot over the tops of our troops' heads anymore? It looks like they're idle. I don't really know. Where's the elevation point where they could shoot over the top? You'd think like right here. I guess we'll see in a minute. McCullough's boys are firing into the flanks. Robert E. Lee's corps shattered. Took the brunt of the enemy attack so far. Smith is acting as a bit of a breakwater. Now it says we're losing a minor defeat. Routes, losses, morale, objectives. I mean, we are going to lose 20% of our force. Can I effectively retreat you? If I can retreat you without routing, I would. But they won't retreat. I give them the order. They won't retreat. The retreating mechanic in this game just does not seem to work. Once units engaged, it seems like they fight to the fucking end of existence. I'm using it. I just told him to retreat. Well, they're broken now anyway. I literally clicked the retreat button. No, this is not a defeat. The morale of my troops is not broken. That's kind of annoying. We were doing a good goddamn job of fighting off the enemy. No, the HQ for them was literally right next to them. It was like right here or something like that until I... Anyway, whatever. This is annoying. Longstreet's brigade division barely even fought. Is there any chance to turn the tide during this very brief period? I have seen battles change from defeat to victory after it was announced as a defeat, but this is not what a defeat looks like. I guess the argument is the Army's morale broke. This is a McClellan defeat. That's what it is. Oh no, we lost a bunch of men. Let's retreat. Sir, the enemy's lost worse. Retreat anyway. Oh. I have a line. I've got a line here. I've got a line here. I've got a line up here. I've got a cohesive front line right now. We hold all the objectives. I mean, I'm not going to... I guess I could advance these guys. But I assume the enemy's going to charge after me to quote-unquote pursue. Which they're about to advance here. These guys are firing now. It says they're in melee. I don't know with who. Williams' brigade's about to rout. I don't know why it says Jones's troops are in melee. They should be shooting. They're not. They're in position to shoot. Who the hell are you meleeing with? No one. They're not out of ammo. They have 49 rounds right here. Ammunition. And we're going to lose a major defeat because we're going to lose more than 20% of our army. If by chance we can get the enemy above 22% in the next 6 minutes, then it'll switch to a minor defeat, I believe. Real life battles must have been a brutal meat grinder. I mean, they were. Especially late 62 on, early 61 less so generally. Although Shiloh was obviously a pretty goddamn bad one. Not enough time. No, these troops are too exhausted. If I charge them, they'll break. I still don't understand why they're in melee. Jones has really frustrated me this entire fight. And I don't know if it was him as a commander or if it was just the game mechanics, the way they work. Well, we just routed 2 enemy brigades there. We're going to end up just shy of the 22% required, though. Too late to change the tide, I think. You'd think their morale is not in great shape. But if the game had just not... If our army's morale had been stronger and hadn't broken... By the way, that artillery did get back in action. Okay. A major Confederate defeat. Bullshit. April 10th, 1862. The Federals of 51,000 men lost 10,500 men. 950 of their 440 cavalry. 440 cavalry. 5 of their 65 guns. Only in artillery did we lose worse. 10 out of our 55 guns. 88 of our 950 cavalry, despite the fact that our... No, that number is wrong. This is only giving me the 3rd Corps figures because the 1st Corps cavalry got absolutely wrecked and withdrew from the field. Meanwhile, 5,900 infantry of 25,000, and yeah, still from a political perspective, it's going to count as a major defeat for us, which kind of sucks. And our troops are going to withdraw and not want to fight again for a while. But the Federals lost 10,000 men. That's not insignificant. Jesus Christ, it's almost 4 o'clock. I mean, I don't know if it's a screwy decision, Jet. Like, the theory, in theory, enough of our army had routed that the overall morale of the troops was not conducive to continue fighting. That can happen. Maybe not normally in a battle where the enemy loses twice as many men as you, but when we came up as scattered as we did, I guess I could see the logic. I could also certainly see the logic of a commander, especially not Lee, being like, shit, I've got to withdraw, like the commander being responsible for the decision. The Battle of Manassas Junction has ended with the 3rd Corps retreating in panic. My command has earned us a glorious tactical victory. God damn it. Joseph E. Johnson, stop. A glorious tactical victory, whipping the enemy before withdrawing to fight another day. You just said your corps retreated in panic. The enemy has reportedly suffered a total of 11,301 casualties, 1,498 killed, 521 captured. Our casualties are 6,400, 811 killed, 1,000 missing, the rest wounded. 490 enemy soldiers have been captured. Didn't say we took any guns or anything like that, so that sucks. So let's fast forward a little bit till we're out of the battle. I can't do anything with these troops yet. Still says they're in battle. All right, now they're withdrawing. 3rd Corps. So the 1st Corps lost worse than the 3rd, which is interesting. So I think what we'll probably do is bring the 2nd Corps down, get 11,000 more troops. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode of Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. And if you are interested in catching these live streams fully unedited, you can always go to my Twitch channel and watch the VOD there, or go to the Twitch channel and catch me next time I'm streaming. We are still going. The series is still live. And we're... I don't know, about like 6 hours of gameplay ahead of where this video is right now that you're watching. We've even had battles near, well, I won't spoil it for you, but I will leave you there. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. Leave your thoughts below. And as always, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.